What is up, all my dorks, nerds, geeks, and gamers? It's your host, Ghost here, and you're watching a brand new episode of Tech Rec. Today we're going to be talking about the one, the only, the next-gen system, the one I've been waiting for the most out of all the next-gen systems, and that is the PlayStation 5. Now today we're going to be talking about the specs. I don't know all the specifics on the specs. I'm just going to talk about my perspective on how much I've been enjoying it as a Sony PlayStation fan. I do have to say it is the best iteration of the PlayStation home console that I've ever seen in my life. The exclusives are amazing so far, and they have a lot more down the pipeline with God of War Ragnarok coming, and we've already had Demon's Souls remastered, which was absolutely fantastic graphically, gameplay-wise, fidelity-wise, running at 60 frames per second at 4K resolution of all things. So yeah, this system can do everything you want from a next-gen system. And the main thing that I really am enjoying the most about it is PlayStation's online community is still so solid. I've never had any problems finding any kind of game. Well, depending on the game, the smaller games are sometimes harder to get into still. But I do have to say I've had no problems with Sony kicking me offline, with no problems with my subscriptions. I've had no problems with anything Sony whatsoever from their company perspective as well. So that's why another reason why I'm recommending the PlayStation 5 to you guys as the next-gen system. You can get a Switch, which is also very fun, but you're not going to have those strong first-party titles, such as your God of Wars, your Horizon Zero Dawns, your Ratchet and Clanks, your Uncharted's, your Last of Us, those sort of things. So I'm very, very excited to finally get this PlayStation 5. That's the main thing I picked it up for, is the exclusives, and I was a little bit worried they were going to do the old retread the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 games, and they're kind of doing that, but they definitely are giving us some exclusives that we really want to see on these consoles, including God of War Ragnarok and The Last of Us Part 3 if we ever get it, or things like that of that nature. So definitely look forward to see what Sony has in store for us when it comes to the actual exclusives themselves. But the reason I want to recommend this is because, once again, graphically it looks amazing. Fidelity-wise, it runs very smooth. I've had no problems whatsoever, and this is a launch console. So I've had no issues at all. I've had no shutdowns, no loud noises, no strange noises, no overheating. It's all worked very, very well with very, very zero issues, so I'm very happy for that. The reason I really, really wanted to talk about this with you guys is because I know that these next-gen systems are getting more towards the digital era of gaming, where they're staying away from the hard release systems. This one does have a disk drive on it. I do use it all the time. I'm very happy that I did get one with a disk drive. So I am happy that there is that option to not completely go digital, and you could still do that half and half, half physical, half digital, or you can still stick full physical if you wanted to as well. But I'm afraid that the next system after this, PlayStation 6, will be completely digital at that point, with Xbox and Nintendo going in the same direction as Sony as well, with them doing mostly all digital content nowadays. I gotta say, the controller-wise, the controller is a little bit hefty compared to the PlayStation 3 controller. It does have some weight to it, and after a while, the first week I was playing it, it did take some getting used to, because it would feel heavy. It would get heavy in your hands, and it would droop a little bit. But after after you use it the next few weeks, you get used to it, and the weight doesn't bother you as much. But it is a much heftier controller, but I do love the feel of it. The grip is nice. The 6-axis triggers here, that fluctuate when you playing certain games. Like, let's say you're playing a shooter, you can actually feel the trigger slightly go down and heavier. It's very hard to explain in words, but once you actually play it, it's something you cannot go back to without. Like playing Spider-Man, you feel the tension of the web as he's web swinging. In a shooting game, you feel the tension of the trigger as you're pulling a trigger. So it's very cool. I love it a lot. It adds another level of immersion to the game. The other thing I wanted to highlight here on the controller itself is there is a microphone in it, so you do not even need a headset to play online and talk to people. This is the complete package right here. This has got your headset, your controllers, anything you need is in this controller right here. So I'm very appreciative that Sony added a mic to this, so that way you don't need to have a headset and you can still talk to people online with just the minimum purchase of this PlayStation 5 system as a whole. Do I wish it came with a free game or a demo disc of some sort? Sure, I do. But there is a Matrix demo. There is other free demos in the PlayStation Network store, so why not go check those out outside of the box as well. So those are there for your leisure whenever you want to play them. But so overall, I give the PlayStation 5 a highly recommend. I highly recommend this to you guys if you guys do not have a next-gen system in mind. If you're more of an on-the-go person, then I recommend the Switch, which I'll do another video on that next week. But this week I'm talking about the PlayStation 5, so I'm very highly recommending the PlayStation 5 to you guys. Let me know down below what you guys think of the PlayStation 5, if you guys have the system, and if you guys have been able to find one and get one and play one. Let me know what you think of it down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, or share, and as always, guys, keep it right here on Dorks Den. I've been your host, Ghost. Adios.